Yo, what's up guys, ENCEKI here, welcome to NHL Gaming World Championships episode 18. We are in the final stretch. Last week we had the deciding games to see if we made it to the European Championships. As you know, I'm playing on Xbox One, 2 players make it out on each console, there's 4 players remaining. Best of 3 double elimination, which basically means you have to win 2 best of 3 series before you lose 2. And you're in the European Championship. Everybody has a drafted Gaming World Championship lineup. I will go more into the team later, what I thought of it after the games. Let's go. My first round series was against Axbram69. I think he's won the Danish championship 3 times or so. Familiar opponent for me. We've played each other like 30 times in the past couple weeks here to practice for the tournament. Games have gone really good against him, so yeah, very confident going into this matchup. And I got on the board right away. And I noticed straight away, Bram is not playing as good as he did in the warm-up games. I'm sure he was very nervous, which was very obvious. Our last 5 to 10 Scream games, even though I won most of them, were very even. So I was actually expecting maybe a tougher matchup here, but it always surprises me in tournaments how different tournament games are. I feel like experience in this moment really helps. First time Bram has been this far in the tournament, and I think it showed. Won 5-1 the first game, very good game from me, not many mistakes, and I just want to keep doing what I was doing in the second game. By the way, as you might see, I'm playing with classic camera angle. I usually play with overhead, but there's a reason for this. Dude, the last 2 months or so, I've had serious troubles, like kind of motivating myself to practice, to play. I've just not been that into NHL 22 as I've been to other NHLs, and I wouldn't necessarily say that the game is worse, but it's just less fun. Maybe that makes it worse, I don't know. But yeah, I had to figure out something here. So I switched my camera angle. I play with, because I've always enjoyed playing with classic camera more, because it's closer to the action. Never really used it in any big tournament games. I've tried it every now and then, but I felt like this might be the moment where I'm doing the change for real. So yeah, about 2 weeks before these games, I made the switch, and all of a sudden I kinda got the motivation totally back to grind the game. Might sound weird, but this was a big thing for me. I've kinda tried to make this switch for 2 years, but I've always felt like I'm a tiny bit better with overhead than I am with classic, and I want to win. That's why I was stuck with overhead, but now I felt like I'm struggling with just playing the game itself. Now we need to do something, and right now I feel more confident than maybe ever in my gameplay, and feels great. It's weird how these little changes might help you in the long run. So yeah, back to the series. Ended up winning game 2 and the series 2-0. Now we are only 1 series win away from making the European finals. We're playing Lehmannens. Last year he finished top 4 in the entire GWC in Europe. Tough matchup. The same morning of the games I lost to him 2 times in scrims, so I thought he might have been very confident coming in. Again, tournament games are different. There's just nerves involved. It's the same thing I was just talking about. But this first game was a bloodbath. So many chances for both players. And yeah, I'm kind of struggling actually in the beginning. Here Draisaitl on the breakaway. I don't know why I don't shoot here. Patience is good, but sometimes not so much. Halfway through, it's a tight one. Still 0-0. I switch my lines here. Kadra, the only guy open, try to find a pass. Horrendous giveaway. And here, I'm kind of in no man's land. I don't really cover the pass, I don't really cover the shot, and it's 1-0 to Lehmann. And yeah, I felt like Lehmann played super good. I was just talking about the nerves involved in tournaments. I feel like Lehmannens has always been a tournament player. We are in the 3rd period. I'm trying to tie this game. I really need the game 1 win here. Connect with the one-timer, can't finish, but I find the one-timer to need a rider, and it's 1-1. His first pick in the player draft was Victor Hedman. He's trying some D2Ds with him. That Hedman is an animal. Luckily those didn't go. I'm doing some mistakes in my own, so oh man, not looking good. 1:30 to go. He has 2 guys behind the net. I'm trying to get a quick counter-attack. I try to keep the tempo up, but at the same time do a line switch here. Kind of worked. Small patience, and I actually end up getting to the zone here. Getzlaff battles in from the wing, fires it across to Goodrow, and there it is, 2-1 with 50 seconds to go. But it's not over yet. Hedman, he played a lot with Hedman. It was a tough cover. That Victor Hedman card is absolutely ridiculous. Buck is bouncing, but we ended up getting the win. This game could have gone either way. I'm so glad I got it done, and I know Lehmann. Actually, talking to him after, he said that he needed this first game. Being down 1-0 in a best of 3 when you're kind of the underdog coming in in the series is a tough spot to be in, especially when you had a chance in game 1, and I felt it right away in game 2. I pretty much scored right away with Niederreiter there, and that was huge. I'm creating some chances here, trying to get the 2-0 lead, which would be massive. Can't bury it. End of a power play though, Draisaitl coming down. Beautiful pass to Johnny Gaudreau. There we go. I'm just trying to get this 2-goal lead to the 3rd period. Niederreiter can't get it to go, but his players are stuck behind the net, and Draisaitl gets the 3-0 lead from me, and that was basically game over. I found a nice passing play there for 4-0. And there we go. We're in the European Championship finals.
Let's go, man.
Lehmannens was the 2nd player who made it out from Xbox. We had a seeding series also, which I didn't record. I ended up winning that series with this beautiful goal from Johnny Hockey, so that means I am the number 1 seed on my console heading into the European Championships. Soon let's go over what's next, which 8 players are playing in the European Championship, who I will face there, and a little bit what's to come. But before that, I just want to talk about my team very quickly. I think I did a pretty good job in the draft. My defense was absolutely amazing, like it was supposed to be. I had a lot of ability defenseman. Provorov with stick 'em up, Ekholm with quick pick and stick 'em up, Pietrangelo with shutdown and quick pick. Really paid off, but I think I messed up my forward core just a bit. Draisaitl, Debringat and Gaudreau are the main guys for me, and other than that, I don't really have a lot of offense. I really like Niederreiter as an 83. He's unreal. If he wouldn't be good, my offense would be pretty terrible. Getzlaff also. He's nice. 3rd and 4th line. I'm not a big fan of. Rodriguez, I'm not a big fan of. So looking back on the draft, I maybe would have wanted to pick a couple more forwards, but I got my defense, and Fleury has been very good in the net. So at the end of the day, this is what we have to deal with. I will show you Eken's team. He was the number 1 seed on Xbox Series X. I think he has the best team going into the European Championship. So I will just compare my team to his, so you kind of know where my team is at. His first line is Kairo, Crosby and Mantha. Unreal first line. He has Kairo and Crosby with Spark active. Kairo has 94 speed, and Mantha is way better than an 84 overall in the game. I actually took Provorov before Mantha myself in the draft. I don't know if that was smart or not, but like I said, I really valued defense. Here's where the real difference is. He has Thomas, Tassel and Duckler in the 2nd line, so he has a very stacked 2nd line also. Domi, Milano, Thompson, even the 3rd line is pretty good. 4th line, of course, is basically bad for everyone. His first line defense, Spurgeon, Nurse. Spurgeon is not the best, I think he's way too small, but he has Spark active on both of these defensemen also. Nurse is very good. Murray Severson and Dylan Bouchard. So the defense is a bit worse than mine, or actually quite a bit worse, because I have all the abilities. I think those stick 'em up shutdowns, like those help a lot. And this is the biggest thing. He has Ottinger in net. So I think this is the best team remaining. I won't show you everybody's team, it just takes way too much time. But like, I'm in a good situation. If you look at Eken's team, for example, his offense is better than mine. Like, we need to be honest. But overall, I'm not that far behind compared to Eken or compared to everyone. I have the best defense remaining, I'm sure of that, and Fleury in the net is pretty solid. Let's go over what's next in the European Championships. Here are all the players who made it to the LAN finals. So first of all, me and Lehmannens made it out. Lehmannens is a very good player. Like I said, he's a tournament player. He's not a big favorite to this tournament, but I've really had close games with him recently, so I think he will be a tough out. From Xbox Series X, Eken and Olli. Eken, the 3-time reigning Swedish champion, won him last year in the semi-finals of the European Championships. He's the number 1 seed, and then Olli, a totally new player to qualify to the GWC. Yeah, I played him multiple times. He's a good player, but maybe tiny surprise to make it through. PlayStation 4, Jamal the Man and Teemu, my former 6v6 teammate. Jamal the Man, I played in the quarterfinals in the last year's European Championship. So a lot of familiar names. PlayStation 5, Axdomi and Benito, 2 players from Hatred's 6v6 team, best 6v6 team in Europe right now. And Axdomi knocked me out of last year's Finnish Championships at the end of NHL 21. So of course, very familiar opponent for me. I think he is most likely would be the toughest matchup for me. And then Benito, a new player to the regionals, but one of the most skilled players in the world in this game. He's one of the best 6v6 players. I think he's only started to play 1v1 quite recently at the serious level, so yeah, super excited for the finals. So basically the matchups, you see there's 1 and 2 seed in every console, so the 1 and 2 seeds will be randomly matched up against each other. So for example, I'm the number 1 seed on Xbox One, I will play either Olli, Teemu or Benito in the first round, and the same for all. I understood that I could even play Lehmann at the LAN, so yeah, let's see how this goes. I don't like the random system. Have goal difference there, lost games, have something. Don't make it random, but yeah, it is what it is. The format in the finals is simple. Best of 3, single elimination. So if you win 3 series in a row, you're the European champion, and if you lose one, you're out. The finals are a LAN event. They're played in Netherlands, Maastricht. That's a weird place for me. I thought they're in Amsterdam, but they're actually not. The finals are 4th of June, so next weekend I will vlog my entire trip to the LAN finals. Vlog the experience, have the game recaps in the same video, similar to what I did in the Tampa Bay tournament vlog. So yeah, that is up next in the final episode of Road to GWC. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, and see you next time.